Did you know that every time an airplane takes off, it's continuing a journey that began long before? Today, we're taking a captivating journey through time to explore the fascinating history of aviation and exploring the remarkable milestones that have shaped the history of flight. From the Wright brothers' first powered flight to the modern marvels of aerospace technology, join us as we unfold the wings of progress. Tower jumping. First, we venture into antiquity, where we have been told of men strapping themselves with crafted devices such as stiffened cloaks and bird-like wings, then jumping off a tower in an attempt to fly. The captivating story of Daedalus and Icarus from the Greek mythology is one of the earliest known of this practice. Other recorded attempts originated from ancient Asia and Europe during the Middle Age. Most attempts resulted in serious injuries or death due to little or no knowledge of the issues of lift, stability, and control. Kites. This may have been the earliest of man-made aircraft, first made in China by Mozi Modi and Liu Ban in the 5th century BC. According to ancient Chinese sources, kites were extensively used for predicting weather, sending messages, measured distances, and lift men. Man-carrying kites are used for military purposes. From China, the knowledge of kite-making spread across Asia and beyond. In Japan, traditional celebrations featured large, intricately designed kites. In Indonesia, kites were both artistic expressions and a means of competition. Kites became a global phenomenon, transcending borders and cultures. Hot air balloons, from sky lanterns which were traditionally launched for pleasure, and during festivals in China in the 3rd century BC, to first groundbreaking manned hot air balloon flight launched by the Montgolfier brothers. In 1783, in the heart of France, where the Montgolfier brothers, Joseph and Etienne, achieved this feat through series of experiment, during which they discovered that heating air inside a lightweight fabric envelope would cause it to rise. Later on, this same year, the Montgolfier brothers launched the first manned hot air balloon flight, carrying a sheep, a duck, and a rooster. The balloon rose gracefully into the sky, marking the beginning of a new era in human flight. The pioneering years, 1903-1918. In the early 20th century, the dream of flight was just that, a dream. But in 1903, Orville and Wilbur Wright changed the course of history. On the sandy dunes of Kitty Hawk, North Carolina, the Wright brothers achieved the unthinkable, the first controlled, sustained, powered flight. Their biplane, the Wright Flyer, soared for 120 feet in just 12 seconds, marking the dawn of aviation. Around the same time, other visionaries emerged. Alberto Santos Dumont, a Brazilian aviator, experimented with dirigibles and created the Demoiselle monoplane. Meanwhile, Glenn Curtiss and Louis Blériot made their mark, pushing the boundaries of innovation in the world of aviation. As the world entered World War I, aviation took on a new role. Biplanes and triplanes dominated the skies, and aviation pioneers became flying aces. The Red Baron, Manfred von Richthofen, soared through the clouds, leaving an indelible mark on the history of aerial combat. The Golden Age of Aviation, 1920s, 1930s. The 1920s and 1930s witnessed the golden age of aviation, characterized by daring feats and groundbreaking achievements. In 1927, Charles Lindbergh captured the world's imagination with his solo, non-stop transatlantic flight in the spirit of St. Louis. Lindbergh's accomplishment paved the way for future aviators and highlighted the potential of long-distance air travel. During this era, Amelia Earhart emerged as a trailblazer, becoming the first female aviator to fly solo across the Atlantic. Her daring exploits continued with solo flights across the Pacific, solidifying her place in aviation history. Commercial aviation took a giant leap forward with the founding of Pan American World Airways, Pan Am, and the introduction of the revolutionary Douglas DC-3. This era saw the democratization of air travel, making it accessible to people around the world. World War II, aviation on the front lines. World War II ushered in a new era for aviation as nations fought for supremacy in the skies. Iconic aircraft such as the Spitfire, Mustang, Zero, B-17 Flying Fortress, and Lancaster played pivotal roles in shaping the outcome of the war. The Battle of Britain became a symbol of resilience, with the Royal Air Force defending against German Luftwaffe attacks. In the Pacific Theater, intense aerial battles unfolded, including the infamous attack on Pearl Harbor. The war also witnessed the emergence of jet propulsion. The German Messerschmitt Me 262 became the world's first operational jet-powered fighter aircraft, influencing post-war aviation developments. The Jet Age, 1940s-1960s. With the war behind them, nations turned their attention to the possibilities of commercial aviation. The Boeing 707 took center stage in 1958, ushering in the Jet Age. Commercial jet travel became a reality, connecting the world in ways never thought possible. Supersonic travel became the next frontier, with the Concorde taking flight in 1976. This sleek, supersonic passenger airliner connected London and New York at unprecedented speeds, albeit in a race against its Soviet counterpart, the Tupolev Tu-144. The era also marked significant developments in space exploration. The space race between the United States and the Soviet Union led to historic achievements like the Apollo moon landing in 1969. Modern marvels, 1970s till present day. As the world entered the modern era, aviation continued its trajectory of progress. Wide-body jets like the Boeing 747 and Airbus A380 revolutionized air travel. Computerized flight systems and fly-by-wire technology became standard, enhancing safety and efficiency. The Space Shuttle program, 1981 to 2011, enabled reusable space transportation, and the International Space Station, ISS, became a symbol of international collaboration in space exploration. Today, aviation is at the cusp of new frontiers. Electric and hybrid electric propulsion promise greener skies, while next-generation supersonic and hypersonic aircraft hint at even faster and more efficient travel. The industry is also striving for sustainability, aiming to reduce the environmental impact of air travel. As we reflect on the rich tapestry of aviation history, we see not just the evolution of machines, but the triumphs of human innovation, courage, and the relentless pursuit of progress. The skies, once a distant dream, are now a canvas of endless possibilities. And as we look to the future, the wings of progress continue to carry us to new and unimaginable heights. The history of aviation is not just a story of machines, it's a story of human innovation, bravery, and the unrelenting pursuit of progress. If you enjoyed this flight through time, don't forget to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more captivating content. Until next time, keep looking up and dreaming of the boundless possibilities of the